This is the Eureka Ergonomic Forma, and it combines the clean professional look of an executive office chair with the features and adjustability of a high-end ergonomic chair. This is the first executive style chair that I've seen that actually supports long working sessions. So when Eureka Ergonomic reached out to me about this chair, I was really excited to test it out. Coming in at about $700, the Forma is positioned as a premium executive chair that's trying to do something different. Give you that boardroom aesthetic without sacrificing the ergonomics you need for all-day comfort. Now, I've been testing this chair for the past month, and in this video, I'll be giving you my full review. We'll go over everything from build quality and comfort to whether this chair actually delivers on its promise of being both beautiful and functional, so by the end you'll have a clear idea of whether this chair is going to be the right fit for you. Now, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Eureka Ergonomic, but all opinions that you're going to hear are completely my own. They didn't tell me what to say, and I'm going to give you my full honest thoughts on this chair, both the good and the bad. And as always, links to this chair will be down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Using my links costs you nothing, but really helps support the channel and allows me to keep on doing this. So with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the review, starting with the design. The Forma has a modern executive office look with premium chrome accents and a sleek business class silhouette that presents more like a boardroom chair rather than a mesh task chair. What I really appreciate about this chair is the sleek professional leather appearance. There are no racing stripes, no gamer aesthetic. It's a grown-up looking chair with a very luxurious look that's unique compared to most other ergonomic office chairs. One standout element is the S-shaped aluminum back frame that's visible from the sides. This gives it that executive vibe while still maintaining ergonomic curvature. The chair also has a high back split design with an integrated headrest. The Forma is available in black and off-white with their premium silicone leather upholstery. This material is durable, resists peeling and abrasion, and offers a lasting executive appearance that's sleek and modern. In terms of versatility, this chair is ideal for home offices and corporate environments. It works really well in high-end desk setups, studio spaces, and content creator environments. It's not visually gamer at all, which is perfect if you want a more mature aesthetic. Overall, the design is excellent in my opinion. It really nails that executive look while still looking modern and sophisticated. It strikes a nice balance between an executive chair and an ergonomic chair. Now, when it comes to materials and build quality, the Forma feels very sturdy and stable with basically no creaking or wobbling at all. The chair uses an aluminum back frame structure with a single-piece aluminum alloy base. There are a lot of metal components throughout, which gives it a premium feel. In terms of weight capacity, the Forma can support up to 275 pounds and is recommended for people up to 6'1". When it comes to the upholstery, it uses a silicone leather material that feels really soft and is high quality. It has a bit of a grippy texture to it and is resistant to peeling and abrasion. I personally like the feel of this material a lot more than the PU leather upholstery that you'll typically find on gaming chairs. Overall, the Forma feels very premium and you can definitely tell when sitting in it. The build quality is really good, which is to be expected in a $700 chair. But now let's talk about the actual comfort of the chair, starting with the seat, which I really like. In terms of firmness, it's a medium firm seat with a supportive cushion designed for long sitting sessions. It has a decent amount of give to it, but I didn't have any issues with bottoming out at all, even after extended use. It has a waterfall edge design with a visually rounded front edge to reduce leg pressure and promote better circulation. The seat is really spacious, over 22 inches wide, which makes it great for larger users or varied sitting positions. And it's padded all the way around, so it's good for cross-legged sitting or sitting with one leg tucked under the other. One of the major selling points of this chair is that it actually has seat pan depth adjustment. Now, this is an essential feature for ergonomic chairs that's meant to accommodate people of different leg lengths, but it's something that basically no executive style office chairs have. This is a huge win for the Forma in my opinion. The seat cushion is very comfortable and high quality. I didn't experience any pressure points or bottoming out even after 8-hour sessions. The only thing to keep in mind is that it's not very breathable due to the silicone leather upholstery. You also kind of sink into the seat a bit, which can cause some heat buildup. This is definitely something to consider if you tend to run hot, but overall I really like the seat a lot. The backrest uses a split design with separate upper back and lumbar support sections. This is pretty common for mesh ergonomic office chairs, but very rare for executive office chairs. What makes it unique is that split back designs almost always use mesh and are rarely padded like this one. This gives the chair a really unique look and feel. From my experience, this backrest feels like a high-end ergonomic chair, not like a typical plush executive chair. It has a nice S-curve and lumbar support section to match the shape of your spine rather than a flat plush back that you sink into. The Forma doesn't have an independent lumbar adjustment system, but it does have a fixed ergonomic lumbar curve built into the frame. The lumbar section is pronounced but not pokey at all since it's fully padded and feels very supportive in my opinion. What's really nice is that it has a hinging system that lets it adapt to your movement and stay in the correct position even when you recline back. Many split back ergonomic chairs have an issue where when you recline, the lumbar section tends to ride up your mid back, which can feel pretty awkward. But the Forma does a nice job at fixing this issue. Like I said, the backrest is fully padded all the way around, so you won't feel the frame edges even when shifting around in the chair. Overall, I really like this backrest. The implementation of the split back design is excellent. It's supportive but also very comfortable with good padding. The upholstery is soft to the touch, and overall this backrest just feels very stable. When it comes to the recline, the Forma uses a synchro tilt mechanism. The recline motion itself is nice, smooth, and controlled. It feels very good in my opinion. The chair has a nice deep recline that goes up to 130 degrees with 3 lockable positions at 100 degrees, 115 degrees, and 130 degrees. This is good for kind of taking breaks and lounging. As I mentioned earlier, I really like the implementation of the tracking lumbar support while reclining. The hinging system keeps it right in that perfect sweet spot while you're reclining, which makes the recline feel more comfortable and supportive. As for the tilt tension adjustment, it uses a crank system that's easy to reach while sitting in the chair and feels very responsive. It only takes a few turns to feel a significant difference in the recline tension, which is a huge improvement over chairs that have a tilt tension knob that's hidden under the seat. Overall, the recline mechanism on the chair is excellent and it works really well. The armrests on the Forma are excellent. These might be some of the best armrests I've used on any chair. In terms of adjustments, you get height, depth, and 2 rotation points. Both the arms and the arm pads rotate a full 360 degrees, and the range of motion on each of these adjustments is really good. Between these 2 rotation points, you can pretty much position the arms in any way that you can think of. You can get them very narrow or far apart depending on your frame, and you can even rotate them completely out of the way when you're not using them. Now when it comes to the arm pads themselves, they're really good. In fact, these are some of the best arm pads I've ever used on any chair. They're almost identical to the Herman Miller Aeron arm pads, and the Aeron is notoriously known for having the best arm pads out there. They have a nearly identical shape, look, and feel as the Aeron arm pads. They're really large, soft, and squishy, which makes them very comfortable to use and great when you really need to dig your elbows into them. You could actually argue that these arms are even better than the Aeron because you have more adjustability options than the Aeron with nearly identical arm pads. The adjustments also feel very smooth and click into place. I will say that the rotation points don't have the most resistance, so you can potentially bump them out of place by accident, but this really hasn't been an issue for me during regular use. The arms themselves use metal components, so they feel very stable. You can easily push off of them to shift positions or to get up out of the chair with no issues. Overall, the armrests are really good. Definitely one of my favorite features of the chair. When it comes to the headrest, it's pretty comfortable, but not the most adjustable. It's a really wide headrest that's padded all the way around with a good cushion, and the silicone leather upholstery feels good. The headrest is wide enough so that you don't need to worry about coming into contact with any hard frame edges, which is nice. It has height adjustment and a hinging pivot that's meant to adapt to the angle as your neck moves around, but you can't actually lock it to the angle of your choice. Because the chair has a really high back, the headrest is already positioned pretty high up, so the height adjustment will only be relevant if you're really tall. In the default position, it's already a bit too high for me. I can rest the back of my head on it no problem, but I can't quite get it to fit in the curve of my neck. I definitely prefer this headrest for lounging when I have it up against the back of my head or when I'm reclined. But when I'm in an upright tasking position, it's not as good for me because it doesn't have any depth adjustment, so it doesn't go far forward enough. But overall, this headrest is decent. It's comfortable, but it lacks adjustability options compared to many other ergonomic chairs. That said, it's still going to be a lot more adjustable than pretty much any other executive style office chairs out there. So now let's talk about value. The Eureka Ergonomic Forma comes in at $699, but you can use my coupon code SLEEKSETUPS8 to save 8% at checkout. The Forma is pretty unique for its category, which kind of makes it hard to directly compare to other chairs in terms of value. It offers better ergonomics than pretty much any other executive office chair on the market, and it compares favorably to many ergonomic office chairs in this price range in terms of comfort and adjustability, while providing the unique luxury look of an executive office chair. There really aren't many other options on the market like it. The Forma comes with a 5-year limited warranty and a 30-day return policy, which gives you some time to test it out and make sure it works for you. Now at $700, it's definitely an expensive chair, but it does bring something unique to the market. An executive style chair with the features and adjustability of an ergonomic chair. And it's actually a premium feeling chair that's comfortable. Nothing about this chair feels like a gimmick to me. It's well built, comfortable, and has good adjustability. Now it's not going to be quite as good as some of the super high-end ergonomic chairs from Herman Miller or Steelcase, but those chairs are going to be a lot more expensive. Overall, I think this chair is a good value if you specifically want that executive aesthetic with task chair-like ergonomics. That's really kind of the main selling point of this chair, and it really delivers on that promise. So if you're interested in checking out the Eureka Ergonomic Forma, I'll have a link to it down in the description. And if you have any questions about the Forma or want to know how it compares to other chairs, feel free to leave me a comment down below.